Anusha.
Everyone able to see, right? Good. So already we had a discussion yesterday why Tosca and the advantages of Tosca. And could you please confirm me, did you get the recorded videos? Have you received a recorded videos for yesterday's one? Everyone? Could you please confirm me?
Anusha, yes.
Yes, right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. So team, today I'll explain Tosca. So to do the installation of Tricentis Tosca. So for installation part, definitely we'll take care of that activity. Okay. Just do cross check your system configurations. So we required Tosca supports Windows 10 and 11. And minimum RAM is here, minimum 8 GB RAM is recommended. And coming to the hard disk, so 500 and 1 TB hard disk also fine. Okay. Next, if you don't have any hard disk, if you have SSD also fine. Next, processor. So the processor is i3 processor, i3 and i5 and i7 processor. Any one is recommended. So if you have any of these, that is also fine. Now network speed is 100 Mbps. So the Tricentis is recommended network speed is 100 Mbps, but in your home, if you have a 50 Mbps, that is also fine. So the system requirements is here. So the Tosca is going to support Windows 10 and 11. If you have a version of Windows like 7 and 8, you can increase or update your version to 10 or 11. Okay. So the minimum RAM is here 8 GB RAM and the hard disk is also required and SSD. If you have any one of these, that is also fine. Clear? So these points are clear for everyone.
Yeah, it's fine. What about iOS?
So it not support iOS devices. So if you are using iMac or a MacBook, so Tosca is not supporting iMac or iBook or iPhone. So team, this is only for Windows. Okay.
I'm using the AMD processor. I'm not i3, i5, i7. It's okay.
No problem. It's okay. Any one of processor is fine. Chalo. So the next.
Anusha, before we are going to further, sorry to interrupt here. Currently, I have an iOS and so I need time to install this in my new device.
Sure. So yes, it takes obviously some time. So just get ready with your configurations, then you can start installing of Tricentis Tosca. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Anusha.
Thank you. So team, once you install Tricentis Tosca, so you have to search with Tosca Commander. Just open Tosca Commander. So after installation, I'll tell you this installation guidance, everything in tomorrow's class. Okay. So this is the Tosca Commander. I'm opening that. Once we open Tosca Commander, directly it goes to the Tosca Commander homepage. This is the 15.0 version I'm using. So for your case, you will get a 16th version. Okay. So Tosca is having different kind of versions. So the latest version of Tricentis Tosca is 16th version. 16th is the latest one, which is released in the month of February 2023, sorry. February 2023, the release the one version that is a 16.0. Okay. Currently, I'm using 15.0. So whatever the version you want. So probably the management people provide only a 16.0 for your case. Okay. So there is no much differences. If you install 16th version in your laptop, so you are aware of the things, what is the major difference between this 15th version and the 16th version? Clear?
Yeah, Anusha.
So team, once open the Tosca Commander, So here I'll highlight couple of things here. Understand what exactly these activities. And see, these all are the recent projects which is created by the management or team lead or manager. Okay, these all are the projects. So the first step is one project, and Anusha Tosca Repo is another project, Anusha Repo is another project, and Flipkart FE is another project, GRPSD is another project, AMEZD. So these all are different projects too. Okay. So how to create these projects in Tricentis Tosca? What are the prerequisites to create a project? So team, to create a project, click on here the create new option. This is a create new option. So click on this create new option. Once you do click operation on this create new option, here you can see one window is appeared. Tosca Commander create a new workspace. Workspace or project, these all are the different terminology. Tosca Commander create a new workspace. So at the time of creating a workspace, this one is categorized into two different categories. One is repository and another one is workspace details. So why repository is required, why workspace is required, we'll discuss that. So coming to repository team, in a Tosca point of view, directly we are working in a multi-user environment or shared repositories. So do you have any idea on repositories? So who are having a knowledge on Selenium, maybe they are aware of the things. What is repository team? Any idea? Storage. So see here, team, let me explain the concept related to Selenium. So who are working as a Selenium? So once they've done the development of all their scripts, they have to merge their code or they have to push their code to the repository. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes, Anusha.
So they are using couple of repositories here to push their code. Either they are using GitHub or Bitbucket, right? So different repositories they are using here to merge the code. Why they are merging their code to the repositories? So see here in my project, 3 persons are working, like person 1 and person 2 and person 3. I'm just giving a graphical view, then you are able to understand easily. Okay. Now the person 1 is completed around the test cases or 10 test cases. Person 1 completed 10 test cases. And similarly, person 2 also completed 10 test cases. And person 3 is also completed 10 test cases. So totally how many test cases a team is completed? 30. Total number of test cases or 30 test cases. Now, so I want to execute all these test cases together. Okay. So the thing is here, the person 1 is holding one laptop and person 2 is also holding another laptop and person 3 is also holding another laptop. So these 10 test cases are located on this particular laptop only, right? Like in this person who are managing this laptop, maybe they are able to access only these 10 test cases, right? Getting my points?
Yes, Anusha.
Yes, sir.
Next, and person 2 is also having 10 test cases and person 2, 3 is also having 10 test cases. As a team lead, what I'm thinking, I just want to check these 30 test cases with my team members. At the time of checking, can I go to the first person to check these test cases manually? Assume this person 1 is working from Bangalore and person 2 is working in Chennai and person 3 is working in a Pune. So currently team lead is located in a Hyderabad. So the team is in a different locations. Okay. Now I want to see these 10 test cases, these 30 test cases together and 30 test cases together execution result. How to do that? So can I travel to first person location to see these 10 test cases?
No, it's not possible.
It's not possible, right? So what happens, even the people are working in Selenium, even the people are working in a development like a Java developer, Python developers, must they use the repositories to push the code. Okay, what happens? So the first person one is completed their test cases. Once this person one complete their test cases, they push their 10 test cases to the repository. And the person 2 also push their test cases to the repository. And person 3 also push the repository 10 test cases. Totally this repository is holding how many test cases?
30 test cases.
30.
30 test cases. Directly I'll go to the repository and I'll check these 30 test cases and merge these 30 test cases and I'll do the executions here itself. That is what happening in a development point of view and Selenium point of view as well. This point is clear?
Clear.
Now, I'll explain here the Tosca point of view, how the Tosca is working. So because here we are able to see one option that is a repository type. Okay. So we are creating a project in a inside repository team. So for example, so this is the repository. So within this repository, we are creating a project. So which level are we are creating a project? Repository level. Okay. So here the first person one is working. Now this is the repository. I'm just taking as a repository. So at the time of creating a project, I'll choose the repository option. And that means it is a common repository for entire team members. So entire team is working in a repository level. Okay. No need to merge, no need to push the code to the any other repositories here. Okay. So here, and the person one is working here, and person two is working here, and person two is working here. Within the project, they are working team. Getting? But they have 3 different laptops. Just assume within the repository, I created one project. My project name is here, Amazon Repo. Amazon Repo is my project name. Okay. I just created project and I just given this project access to these 3 members. That means anyway, finally we are working in a repository level only, right?
Yes.
So here the person 1, what are the test cases is done by the person 1. So the person 2 is able to see these 10 test cases. If person 2 is done 10 test cases, then person 1 is able to see. And if person 3 is done 10 test cases, totally 30 test cases. So these 30 test cases are present within this project only, right?
Right.
So no need to merge, no need these kind of activities. Directly we are working in a repository level. Clear this point?
Clear.
So directly we are working in a repository layer. This is what the main advantage. So coming to repository type. So Tosca is having couple of repository types. One is single user repository. Another one is multi-user repository. Single user is nothing but is only one person is able to access that repository. Multi-user is nothing but multiple people is able to access that particular repository. Getting clear? So in a multi-user repository team, must we have to choose a couple of options which is related to multi-user, because in real time, we always start working in a multi-user environment. Okay. So the first one is SQLite, MS SQL Server, and DB2, and Oracle. Okay. These 4 are the data types, and these 4 is acting as a multi-user environment. Clear? So what are the things are acting as a multi-user environment? SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL Server, and DB2. So this is what we are able to see in a scanning creation of project window team. I'll show you here. So I'm going back to Tosca. So everyone able to see here the common repository tab. Select repository type. See,
Yes.
select repository type. What is the default repository here selected? Create single user repository. But in real time, are we going to work with a single user?
No.
No. So we always go with the multi-user environment. Okay. So to work with a multi-user, click on this drop down and select your respective multi-user repository. So SQLite, Oracle, MS SQL Server, and DB2. These four are is acting as a multi-user environments.
Okay.
Okay. Select SQLite. And here, once you select a multi-user environment, see here one option is auto enable. What is that?
Existing repository.
Existing repository. The meaning of this one project is already created. Some people are working on that project. So today I joined that project and I just want to configure Tosca in my laptop. I want to join that project. At the time of joining to the existing project, so we always enable this option. So this checkbox is auto selected. Okay. Now the another category is here. If you unselect this one, that means you are creating a new project. Got it? If we select this one, that means we are joining to the existing one. If we deselect this one, that means you are creating a new project. This point is clear, team?
Clear.
SQLite is another database, Ravi. It's not a MySQL, okay? Now. So coming to here, so enter the project name. I said like our project name Amazon Repo, right? Just enter here a project name. Once you enter the project name, so this is the select name of your repository. Repository is nothing but it is a project name. Okay. Then select here workspace template. Are you remember? Yesterday when I'm developing a script, I'm just taking open URL inbuilt standard modules, predefined modules, open
Yeah.
URL, tbox wait. Okay.
Yeah.
If we get that standard module subset, always enable this option.
Okay.
At the time of project creation only, we have to enable this checkbox.
Okay.
Once you enable this checkbox, click on create. Okay. Once you do click operation on OK, create new workspace and new common workspace is creating here. So check in all and check out. See the team project is creating here. Team. Workspace template successfully imported. Now this one is login to the project. So at the time of login, directly it asks our username and password. So we are creating new project, right? At the time of creating a new project, the default credentials is here. The username is admin and the password is empty. Default username is admin team. No need to enter any password here. Directly do click operational login. Currently, I'm logging with the admin credentials. Yes. So once we log into the project, see, are you able to see the same data type, same test case section, module section, and requirement section, test case designing, execution? Are you able to see the number of sections here?
Yes, sir.
So my system is getting stuck. 1 second. Yes, team. So this is the test case section. This is the module section, requirement, test case designing, execution, issues, and configuration, test planning, and data integrity. So if you go to the any section, each page is segregated into three categories. Okay. So the left pane, this one we are calling as a left pane, and it is a hierarchy view. So here you can see the hierarchy of the folder structures. Okay. Simply we can call this one as a hierarchy view. Got it? And the left right side one is a properties pane. So here we can see the properties of a selected folder. If we select this folder, this is the properties of this folder. If I select virtual folder and virtual folder related properties. If I create a new test case here, I'm creating a new test case here. See, new test case related properties here. In the right side, you can see the properties pane. So the middle one, we are call it as a detailed view. This one we are calling as a detailed view. Detail view. So here only we are doing a development. Yesterday also I did development in a middle window, right? Yes or no?
Yes, Anusha.
And the last one is a ready. This one we are
Okay.
calling as a status bar. Okay. What are the activities we are doing? That activity related information we are able to see here in a status bar. This is the status bar and this is the hierarchy view. And this one is a detailed view. And here is a properties view, properties pane. That's it. So not only for test case section team, if you go to anywhere, so I'm going back to the module section. Are you able to see the module section also having 3 categories? If you go to the requirement section, even requirement level also we are able to see. And test case designing section, we are able to see 3 points, right? So left pane, right pane, and hierarchy view and status bar also we are able to see very clearly. Ready. And issue section, ready. And then configurations, 3 categories, data integrity, 3, and test planning, 3. So each phase is differentiated as a 3 parts. One is hierarchy view and detailed view and properties pane. So we always use the detailed view to do the development part. Clear?
Yes, Anusha, it's clear.
Next.
Clear, Anusha.
So the next point is here. So these all are the sections is a part of the project. These all are the sections a part of the project. If you want to see the complete project, so go to Home tab. Here one Home tab is there. Go to Home tab. Click on Project. Once you do click Operation Project, are you able to see the number of phases here?
Yes.
So this is the project team. So within the project, these all are the phases. So directly what happens? Directly we can work here itself, like creating of modules, drag and dropping here. But here number of phases are there. Maybe we'll get a lot of confusion, right? At the time of doing a development and drag and dropping activities here itself. It creates a lot of confusion for us team. That is the reason. So they just separated each phase as a separate window like this. I'm just dragging and dropping here. Each phase has a separate window. Test case is one window, module section is another window, and requirement is another window. Like this, different windows, they separated. Okay. That means whatever the work you are doing in a test case level, you are able to see that work in a project level window. This is the window. See, that test case is auto added here. The thing is directly we are working here itself, but we just separated each window as a separate window. Each phase as a separate window. Clear? Tim, is it clear for
Yes,
everyone?
Anusha.
Yeah.
Yes, Anusha.
Next. So once we separated this one into the separate window, then start working. This is the project icon, okay? So this project is holding number of sections. These all are the part of the project. My project name is here Amazon Repo. So this particular project is holding these many sections. Okay. And next one. So the next one is here. These all are the tabs. Are you able to see these tabs? Yes.
Yes.
Anusha. Yes, yes.
So what are the tabs I selected here? These tabs are static tabs. So it will not change it dynamically. Now you can see one more tab is added in between. Test case tab is added. Yes, right?
Yeah.
The test case tab is a dynamic tab. So why this is a dynamic tab? Based on selection, it will change automatically. This is a dynamic tab. So now you can see I just selected test case section. That is the reason test case is reflected. If I'm go to the module section, so which tab here?
Modules.
Module. If I go to a requirement tab, test case designing tab, execution list, execution, interactive testing, execution list tab. You can see here. Issues. And as of now, I'm not added anything, right? So configurations, configuration related tabs, data integrity related tab, test planning related tab. So what are the things I highlighted in a square bracket? Those all are static tabs. The middle one tab is adding, that is always a dynamic tab. Based on our selection, it shows the tab here. Clear?
Yes, it's clear.
Here.
Now, if I go to the home tab now, so I'm just going back to the home tab, and this home tab, what are the features is available? I'll explain those features. So this is the home tab team, and here you can see a clipboard activities. If you want to copy or paste or cut or duplicate, we always use this section. Next one is the edit section. You can see around 4 to 5 sections are available. Like this. First one is clipboard, another one is edit, another one is go to, then team activities, subset, a record. Okay. And coming to here, go to option. This is a project icon and search icon and writing of searching some related modules here. And this is my area. So open the my area window. If you click on this, it opens your area. What is your assigned test plans and what are your bookmarks here. So that kind of information we're able to see. So this is the sections team. For example, by mistakenly, I close this module section, test case section. Are you able to see any module section, test case section here? No. By mistakenly, I close those sections. So if you want to retrieve back those sections, go to the sections window, click on here, select the test case. So new window is opened here. So drag and drop this window to middle. Now the test case section is added here. Again, go back to sections, click on modules and drag and drop this module window to middle. So module section is also added, right? You can rearrange these sections accordingly, team. If you don't want these many sections, directly you can close all these sections. Okay. Whenever it is required, we can retrieve back these sections back using this sections tab. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here.
And next, multi-user activities. I said, right, currently we are working as a multi-user environment. For example, same project, 5 to 10 people are working in a same project. Right. So if 10 to 5 people are working, so same project, what are the activities they are doing? They are doing these activities. These activities we do always daily basis, team. So it's these activities are very, very important. Update all, check in all, check out and check out tree. All this stuff I'll explain very clearly in a coming classes. Okay.
Okay.
Now, so import subset. If you want to import, what are the files you have locally in your system? So you can import those files. If you want to export something, just select your test cases, click on export to local system. This importing and exporting is possible in Tricentis stores. Okay. Next here, a recording option. You know, in Tosca, one ultimate feature is available, that is a recording option. So without creating a module, without creating a test case, can we achieve the exploratory testing, manual testing, and automation testing? These 3 activities using recording option. Okay. So, you know, by using Tosca, we can do the manual testing as well. create one manual test case scenario, create one automated test case scenario, only doing a recording. Okay, I'll show you the manual test case. If I enable this manual test case, so manual testing is loading for me. So this is the window team. It is asking for the recording interaction mode. So click on start. Now I'm checking with the demo web shop application and I'm doing login here. So I'm just entering here. So gmail.com and my password is next. I'm just passing my password. Click on login. And then I'm going back to the book section. I'm just placing an order. Then I'm just clicking on shopping cart. I'm just placing this order. So team, I'm just doing a manually, but are you able to observe the left side bottom of the corner, some recording is happening?
Yes.
So what are the activities I'm doing in application level? Everything is recording. Okay. So this is the manual test case recording, okay? I'm
Okay.
just confirming order. And I'm just checking this order ID is properly generated or not. If I want to check, I click here for order details. This is the order details. Fine. So if you want to print invoice, you can print or you can do the print option. Directly you can do the logout and close this window. So our recording is done, team. Just stop this recording. Once you stop this recording directly, it creates one Word document. You can see that. So what are the way we are working in a manual testing? So it create directly that manual test case document. Are you able to see? Here it is a click. This is auto written. I'm not writing these things, right? Arrow representation click. So you have to represent is this test step is passed or failed. Passed, right? And second, entering of URL passed. And this one is also passed. Then again, click on login and I'm entering email ID password. Then I'm just doing, see what are the activities. If I do the drag and drop activity, I'm just setting all are passed, okay? Because it is a manual test case team. So after execution, we have to define the step is passed or failed manually, right? That is the reason I'm setting here the past. Almost everything is passed. So once you done this one, you can export to local. Click on export. I'm just exporting to the Word document. Click on export. I'm just exporting this one to new manual test case. Here it is already available. Even desktop level is also available already. I'm just selecting downloads. So one document is exporting to. So this is a document location. You can open this document. You can see now. So which test case we automated? This is the documentation and this is a new manual test case. What is the summary, description, screenshot, system information and recorded application. So first we'll go with the summary. This is the summary of our my system. And here you can see all the manual test. Click on the pane, type demo in the address of search bar in edit box and press enter. Able to see? కనిపిస్తుంది అందరికి?
Yes, Anusha, we can.
You're able to see, right? So click on the pane and drag the email ID text box, enter email ID Q icon and click on password and enter the password. So I typed enter here the next @123 password, and here login data, and click on hyperlink books, shopping cart hyperlink, and I agree. So click on checkout button and click on the continue button, select next day air, click on again continue button. Finally, confirming the order. So drag this is my order ID. So that order ID is also captured, and click on demo webshop checkout document. So what are the activities I did? Here you can see the screenshot section. All the screenshots are captured here successfully. So I'm not done this manually, team. This one is done automatically because in Tosca we have some flexibility to automate a manual test cases as well. Clear?
Clear, Anisha.
And like this, we can automate using this recording option. We do exploratory testing and we do automated test cases as well. Automation of test cases also we can achieve. Clear? Yes. So if you want to save that manual test case in Tosca, so here it is a manual test case document. What are the test case I did? So everything is created here. You can see now. Click on the pane. Everything is captured. So this is a kind of creating a manual testing in Tricentis Tosca team. No need to worry about this. Going forward, I'll explain all the points. Okay. So using this recording option, we do our exploratory scenario testing and automated test case, and automated test case with data-driven test case is also possible. Okay. Any questions as of now?
No, Anisha, I'm good.
It's clear for everyone, right?
Anusha, exploratory testing and ఏంటండి?
So without any test cases, Sandy. So who are having a business expert, like a business knowledge, they'll do the exploratory testing to check a complication areas.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay.
So
అంటే మోస్ట్ ప్రాబబుల్లీ ఏ అయితే బిగ్ సినారియోస్ ఉన్నాయో వాటిని కవర్ చేయడానికి అండి, అంటే టైం తక్కువ ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆ సిచ్యువేషన్.
yes, without going through the flow of manual test case, directly they'll go through the scenario, they'll check directly.
ఓకే ఓకే మేడం.
Any other questions, team?
Anisha, one question from my side.
Yeah,
So
please.
under record section, we have automated test case, right?
Yes.
So usually we have separate test case section as well. So we can use the standard modules and we can write the test cases
Yes.
and we are executing. Okay. Here my question is, if we click on automated test cases and we started recording that, okay, anyhow, we are acting as a, human effort, right? Like a manual testing. So how
Yeah.
this automated test case will work under record section?
Under record section, it create automatically modules. It do the development of our test case automatically.
Which means we are not writing any test cases under test case section.
Yes, we are not developing here manually. Basically, we'll do module scanning and we do drag and drop and we'll do the execution here, right?
Right.
So if I directly do the automated test case, instead of creating these things manually, directly it creates the module, it create the test case
Right.
automatic.
Okay. So now I'm comparing automated test case with the manual test case. So the moment we click on manual test case, it opens a browser and we are manually entering a URL, username and password, and we are doing whatever the operation we want. And
Yes.
it's getting recorded, right?
Yes.
And manually we are giving the status pass or fail.
Yes.
But when it comes to automated test case, are we need to do the same operation?
Same operation. So if I'm doing automated recording, directly I'll open the browser. So when I'm passing URL here, directly it capture the open URL backend. Okay. When
Okay.
I'm doing click operational login, it capture the login related module and it do the development in a login side. I'll
Okay.
show you here.
Okay.
So this recording is activated. So it is asking me to upgrade the edge license extension with the latest one. Yes, that is done. So in the left side, you can see the recording is started. Okay.
Okay.
What are the things I did manually? Even automation also, I'm doing same activity. I'm just
Okay.
passing application URL.
Mhm.
Then I'm doing click on login. So when I'm doing click operational login, you can see some icon is reflecting, right?
Right.
So that means it is capturing the login related backend properties.
Okay.
Okay, it create one module for this login hyperlink. And then here you can see email. I'm just doing click operation on email. I'm entering email ID manually, right?
Right.
Next, I'm going back to the password. And here, what I'm doing, I'm just modifying this password. I'm just entering my password. So once we're done that, so click on login button. So each click operation, it capture the controls. Finally, I'm doing one thing that is the logout.
Okay.
Yes. So once I done this activity, I'm stopping. So when I'm stop this one, if you go to Tosca Commander, here you can see. So automatic modules are created. So which modules are used here? Open URL and one module for login and another logout. Another module is for email ID. So password is not captured here properly. Okay.
Okay.
So coming to test case development, every test case development is completed here.
Okay.
So entering of caption, passing application URL, and click on login again. I just did 2 times click. That is the reason it is captured 2 times. And then X method, entering of email ID, login. So everything it is captured automatically.
Okay.
Same thing. So if you want, you can execute this script again. Then based on our flow, it do the execution automatically. Which we done for the manual testing. Same thing we done for automated testing, but manual test case, it create a manual Word document. For automated test case, directly it creates the module section and along with the test case section.
Okay. So we can execute this script as well, right?
Yes, we can do that.
But we can't execute the manual test script, though it's saved because it's not stored the backend properties.
Exactly. That is a manual, right? So
Right.
manually we have to define that is passed or failed.
Okay.
You can do the execution of manual test case as well, but we have to define it that is a passed or failed.
Passed or failed. Got it.
This is a manual test case, right? If I execute this one, so
Okay.
directly it asks me, it stopped. We can see one executor window is open here. I'll show you that executor window.
Okay.
So one window is loading. So the manual window is open backend team. So it is taking some time. Okay.
Okay.
This is the manual test case. Okay. So once this window is open, so you have to check what exactly this manual step is stating, like click on the pane. You can do click on the pane and set it as passed.
Okay.
And then finish execution. That means you successfully completed execution of manual test case.
Okay.
So like this one is displaying for each manual testing. How many steps we do have? So we have to finish all the steps like this. One by one, we are checking.
Right.
So I'm just checking manually and I'm updating the status. I'm finishing the script. Again, it appears for third one. Edit email text box. Finish. So
Yeah.
each test step, it is appearing a different window because we have to check it manually and we have to update the status here. That
Got
is
it.
the reason this window is appear. Yes. But we can achieve both the things. One is manual testing and another one is automation testing.
Great.
So if you want to set it passed, failed, now this one is status is failed.
Hmm.
So like this, so how many totally 29 steps are there? As of now, I'm doing for 14th step. I'm just wanted a couple of things I'm just keeping as a failed and some of the things I'm keeping as a pass. I just want to show you how it's working. Okay.
Yeah, got it, Manisha.
Chalo. Only 8 manual test step. We'll check that. Two more windows. Finally, I'm setting up here a failed. Done. So execution completed. Here you can see one window, that execution completed window. Okay. Click on OK. Once that execution is done, here you are able to see the scratchbook execution. So how much time it is taking to complete this manual test step and how many steps are failed, you can see in a red color cross representation. This is what the manual execution, but automation execution also we do.
I'm clear, Anisha. Anisha, one more cross question from my side.
Yeah, please.
So we have exploratory testing under record section, right?
Yes.
So it will also act as a manual test case generation, if I'm not wrong, because it will won't store any module or test cases.
It won't store any module, any test case, but it creates one exploratory scenario related information here.
Under execution only?
Under execution only directly.
Okay. Okay, I'm an impression that just like manual test case, how we have
No.
performed action.
In execution level, one testing is there, exploratory testing window folder. If you do the recording of this one, it store the entire exploratory scenario related information here itself without creating a module and test case.
Okay. But we can see the results of exploratory testing,
Yes,
right?
we can see that.
Fine.
Okay. So in real time, we'll not follow any recording method team. So we always scan the module and we do the development. Okay. So, some of the project, even this recording option is in a disable mode. They'll not refer this recording option because each recording level, it is creating a new component folder. That means it is acting as a sub project. Getting?
Yes, Anusha.
So I'll tell you these things later. So each component is folder, this folder is acting as one of the sub project. That is the reason under this folder, new module section, new test case section is created. But additionally, we have module section, right? Are you able to see those modules in this module section? No. In this test case section? No. So it's created a new sub project and inside that sub project, it is added one module section and a test case section. So this is not in real time recording is not recommended. Some of the project, even these all options are in a disable mode. Okay, we always do the scanning and we do the development. So is it clear for everyone, right?
Yes, Anusha. It's clear.
Chalo. Okay, team. So that's it for today class. Tomorrow we'll join team same time.
Sure, Anisha.
Thank you all. Bye bye.
Thank you, Anisha. Have a great day.
Yeah, great. Bye bye.